This is a 1956 Omega Constellation. As you can see from the condition of the strap, it's well worn. It's been around for longer than most of us. It comes with the original clasp, particularly anomalous kind of square turret of an end piece there. Very thin, beautiful little bottom piece there. This is an antique, of course, and it's been around for a really long time and still tells time really well. Not sure if it quite comes up to chronograph standards, but it did originally, and I believe it still does. Now this is similar in style and is the very latest Japanese technology. It's Echo Drive by Citizen. Raised head, raised crystal, just like the original. Has its own signed clasp, which I think you can see better this way. Very nice piece. Like, why would somebody own both of these though, eh? That is the question. To vintage or not to vintage? So let me tell you what the advantages to each are. One, this is the genuine article. It's very, very similar to one owned by my father. So I grew up with it. I mean, he wore it when I was a kid. And this one is brand new, relatively inexpensive, remarkably accurate. And one of the major things is that this watch was made before waterproofing. So if I wear it to work or anyplace else and I wash my hands, I need to take it off. Otherwise, water will get inside this and it's a real pain. It also needs to sit on a watch winder to keep it moving, and occasionally it needs to be oiled, like maintained and oiled and all those kinds of things, and it's not cheap. This one, on the other hand, it costs less than the price of one maintenance, is expected to run for 10 years, from what I understand from Citizen, and it has very similar style and is quite waterproof. Easy to get a replacement Citizen band for it that's perfect for this watch, and there's never really any sort of problem at all. It's in the light, and it keeps its charge for as long as 6 months, according to the marketing information again from the manufacturer. Nothing in my experience to suggest that it isn't true. It is a little thicker. Primarily the glass, though, if you look at it closely, most of it seems about the same. It isn't real gold there, just the plating, but it's a lot cheaper, so you wouldn't expect real gold. So why do I have both? Well, this one is just too delicate and too vulnerable to water, and like I mentioned before, and as a result, it just is not a practical modern day watch. It just isn't. And I'll only wear it to things like weddings and stuff of that nature, or wearing a dark suit or a tux, because it's proper without a date. Whereas this one is a gentleman's watch that's practical for every day. I highly recommend both for what they are, but frankly, 9 times out of 10, find myself with the Citizen. Both are incredibly comfortable, but one is just so practical. So for me, glad I have both, but if I could only afford one, I'd keep the Citizen.